So, believe it or not, I actually came back from my first 2 classes. We just got off of fall break. It's fine. It's whatever. But, welcome back to another Taboo Talks. What's poppin'? And I did tell y'all in my last video that my next Taboo Talks was going to be college. I lied. Because life happened, and so now I want to talk about this, because my plan was to talk about this before I conquered it, but life said different, so I feel like I need to do it now, that way I can still talk about it, whatever. So today's Taboo Talks will be about periods, and I can make multiple period videos. I might not, it depends on how I feel. But today specifically, we're gonna be talking about like period insecurities, I guess. And so periods itself, for some reason, is taboo, even though it's normal. And so for someone like me, it's like, oh, can't talk about that, especially around males. Now with that fear, oh, I can't, not fear, but with that acknowledgement, oh, I can't talk about that, especially around guys, they find it gross, most people find it gross, blah blah blah, deep inside of me, and with the fact that I low-key feel gross when I'm on my period, it developed a fear. It was an irrational fear, and I have plenty of irrational fears. I might make a video about that sometime. I don't know. We'll see. But I developed this irrational fear where I did not want to go to my boyfriend's house while I'm on my period. Notice that was past tense. So, isn't the stitch one too cute? Anyways, so, me being on my period, I don't know if I'm emotional or not. I'm the same. To me, it feels like I'm the same, like, all throughout, But for me, sometimes I'll get really bad cramps, and I know my heat flashes are super bad, especially, like, before when I'm, like, PMSing, because I PMS before and before, whatever. So I get, like, heat flashes, I just get really uncomfortable and disgusted with myself. That's my main issue on my period, And I was like, my boyfriend grew up with a lot of females, and so I knew personally, like, he'd be okay with it, like, his sister, his mom, his aunts, his grandmother, like, but still, with people, like, you can't talk about that, or no, it was developed deep down, and I was like, I developed that in my mind. Oh, can't go to his house while I'm on my period. So, like I mentioned earlier, we had our fall break, right? And I was kind of hoping that my period would have started the week before our fall break, because, like, I was even doing the math. It should have, but it wasn't. Okay, girls, you may think your period is regular. You may keep it going on the schedule. You might got the Clue app. You might got it marked down in calendars. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie. It may be regular for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4, but it will never always be regular. It will change up on you for no reason. But anyways, so I was stressing about this. I was like, bro, I can't. I've been waiting to go to my boyfriend's for like a month. We've got this planned out. Like, I can't start my period or in fall break. It never came. Fall break came. I was like, I'm feeling fine. I don't feel as much PMS symptoms. I'm good. 3 a.m. on the morning, on the day I was supposed to go to my boyfriend's house, I started my period. I'm finishing it right now. I think I got like a day and a half left. I don't know. Well, she'll do what she wants. yeah, 3 a.m. I was like, what am I supposed to do now? I can't go to this house. But I could not go to this house. I've been wanting to go for, you know. So I decided we was gonna break that fear. So I went, it was fine, I made sure I drowned water, like I drowned myself with water as best as I could so I could keep everything, whatever. And, I'm going there, I'm like, okay, I hid, because I don't do tampons, I don't know anything but pads, I haven't tried anything, but one time I tried a tampon, got sick, and anyways, so, plus I'm also, like, really paranoid about TSS, so, all, so I was holding my pad, I was like, where do I even put this pad, like, I don't want to keep it in my pocket, what if we're cuddling and fun, I was going through all this paranoia, I was like, I'm not even supposed to be here, I'm on my period, like, I'm gonna be disgusted, he's gonna be disgusted with me, he's gonna, like, I'm sitting here thinking what he's gonna think, like, basically stuff I shouldn't even be worried about, because, like, who cares, right? And so I'm sitting here going through that. We even went to, like, the Dollar Tree, Walmart, I was like, okay, we good, we doing it, At one point we was standing in the store. We also went to his mama's house, and we was sitting there, and he had came up behind me, he was holding me, and we was close. I was like, oh my gosh, what if he feels like, because I had yoga pants and had a little pocket, and the pad was there, and you always feel like you wearing a diaper sometimes. I don't know. I was wearing one of them overnight ones just so, I didn't. I love the overnight ones. Let me not get into that, And I was like, oh my gosh, what if he feels it? He's going to be so disgusted. I'm just going to get embarrassed. Like, oh my gosh, He didn't really know until, like, I mean, if he did, he didn't say anything. I don't think he knew. Before I get there, there was also a time where we had just got done eating, and on my first day, I don't really eat because I feel nauseous, but I was hungry. I didn't eat anything the day earlier, in the day. I tried to eat a waffle, but I'm just scared to eat because I always get nauseous. I never know what my body is feeling like on the first couple days, I don't know if I'm cramping, whatever, and so we ate a bowl of chili, which I don't even like chili. But that chili was good. I don't know. There's been a couple things that I don't like to eat, but, like, I eat anyways, and I'm like, huh? But I don't know. So, we get done eating it, and my stomach was like, no. I was low-key starting to cramp a little bit. I just didn't. And this isn't supposed to be TMI. Y'all know period boobs. Yeah. The amount of times I needed to go to the bathroom. It was fine, I made sure I was on the toilet, a lot before then. That way I didn't have to go. But there was one point, especially after I got done eating a bowl of chili. Remember that? Beans, good? Yeah. I was just gonna go and change some things. Luckily, I wasn't in there long, but I think that was the first, yeah. Because my digestive system messed up anyways. I just can't poop regularly. I told y'all I was going to get TMI, so. But anyways. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what if they think I'm in here too long? And, like, I was standing there, standing by the trampoline and by his sister, and I was already not feeling good. I was like, bro, I don't know. And so I come out of the bathroom too, and they was all sitting there, and she goes, you feeling better? And he's like, are you feeling okay? Like, that was a little bit after she said that, he's like, you feeling okay? I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be. Skip for a couple hours, we was having a little fire, a bonfire, and we was sitting there, he was holding my hand, he was like, so what was your story about? Because I posted how I was like, I guess we gotta face that fear today, And, he was like, what was your story about? And I was like, I can never tell him something serious. I always start laughing because to me, it's like like me, I think I'm like, oh, it wasn't even that like big of a deal. Like you're gonna look at me like, oh, why were you even worried? And I told him, you know, he was like, it's fine. Like I'm not gonna be disgusted. I'm not gonna be disappointed. Like literally, I grew up with women, and I knew that, but I was still scared. So basically, there's a lot of it. That backstory took longer because remember I said I wanted these videos to be like short, but this is gonna be a little longer. Sorry. So basically, with your period, you know, you're already dealing with a lot of cramps and a lot of stuff, you know. And then you got insecurities like that. Like, you don't think you can go places. When in reality, it's fine once you're there, you're in the moment, you're like, oh, what is this? Like now, I don't really feel all that scared to go over there. I mean, maybe I should start telling him, like if that happens again, be like, oh, I started it this morning, but I'm still coming, you know, like, but like, is it really that, like, I guess the question now is, it like society that made us develop these insecurities? Is it the fact we just don't openly talk about it? Like, I think that might be it, honestly. Like, we don't openly talk about it, you know? And so it's kind of like, oh, let me not talk about it. So then when it's there, it's like, let me not talk about it, you know? So in conclusion, to wrap it all up, any insecurities you have about it, bleeding, going places, you know, maybe even feeling like a hormonal wreck, whatever. Lucky, honestly though, this is the most 18 plus I'm about to get on this thing. Horniness, I bet that's an insecurity, because them hormones be crazy. Post period, I don't ever want to see my boyfriend post period, because I might turn into a different Anastasia anyways. But he's fine, he's a fine. That boy is so fine. We're not going into that. We're literally talking about periods right now. But anyways, any insecurities you have about your period, just be open. Why is it taboo anyways? As my boyfriend told me, it's natural. Your body is supposed to do that. And even there's even some bodies that don't do that, and that's okay. Be open. That's all we're gonna say. Bye. Wait, let me do a proper goodbye. So in conclusion, be open about it. And I'll see y'all next time, okay? Okay, bye.